Oh yeah.
So if you look at experience,
Yeah.
so that dot goes on the word experience.
Right.
And then go on April.
It's the wrong day, isn't it?
No.
Number 1.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Well, actually, they struck the iceberg on the 14th, late 11:40. Anyway, I'm not going to be smug.
Well, no, that's good. It's any historical inaccuracies or...
Yeah.
Or if you think it's good or bad.
Yep, no, that's fine.
Women and children! This way! Women and children!
Oh, you can do that, can't you? Oh, yeah.
Head for that ship on the horizon. Transfer your passengers and tell their captain to come
Actually,
at
that's
once.
very good.
We require urgent assistance.
Surely they can see our rockets, sir.
If they can, they are not responding. As quickly
Oh,
as
yeah.
you can.
Aye, aye,
Good
sir.
grief.
Quickly now! Women and children!
Yeah. There's one major problem already, though. The ship's upright. It's not at an angle.
Daddy, where are we going?
That's very
We're going on a
good.
little adventure. We'll be back soon.
Over here. Let's try this.
Second problem, there was no moon that night.
Please, sir, can't you see my wife needs help with the children?
Sorry, sir. Captain's orders.
What's the meaning of this? Is this a drill?
Only a precaution, sir. Everyone will be
Brilliant,
back aboard in good
actually.
time.
John,
Very
I can't
good.
manage without you. I need you.
We'll just have to for now.
But
Don't worry, Marie. I'll get on another boat. You go ahead with the children.
Daddy, I don't want to go without you.
John, I don't see any men boarding lifeboats.
I'm sure there's other boats further down letting men board. Right, David, help your mother and sister
Just
board.
told him
Yes, Dad.
allowed on board with his family.
I'm
Yes.
sorry, sir. Women and children.
That's
only.
correct.
For God's
He's
sake,
just a
he's just
boy.
a
Yeah.
boy.
What age is he?
He's only 16.
He'll have to stay on board with the other men.
God's sake.
16.
I know.
John.
That's
Is there
quite
nothing
true.
you can do? My wife can't manage alone.
I'm afraid not, sir. Captain's orders.
Hey, the officers are letting the boys leave on the other side. You must hurry.
Thanks, friend. Marie, take the baby. Look after Emily. We'll get on another boat. Emily, Daddy loves you very much. Be good for your mother and sister. We'll see you again soon.
Daddy, don't go. You have to come with us. We won't be able to find you.
Shush now, love. You're going on the boat with your mum and your sister. We'll be along shortly, I promise.
Daddy, I don't want to go.
It's
Go straight
it's
to the next
difficult to tell that
Do
part,
what you
but
must to get aboard. Do you understand?
they were.
I will, ma'am, I will. Don't
The
worry.
fixed ones were.
Mind him, John.
Right, Emily. Time to go.
Yeah, they're missing all the railings that would be there.
Here,
No,
let me out.
Daddy,
Emily,
please.
go. You have to
I
go
want
with your
go
mother.
you.
Go.
Please let me go with
No.
you.
You would fall off. Yeah, so the railings are not
Be
there.
good, child. We'll see you soon.
We'll head straight for another boat.
Women and children. Final
Something
call.
else not right. I'm not sure what it is. I'm not looking
She
at.
must be terrified. Oh, the poor thing.
Ready to ropes.
Bye.
Hold on a minute. I'm in a lifeboat.
Away.
Daddy!
There,
Right,
there,
all the
sweetheart.
railings are not there
They'll be fine.
for a start.
Thank you.
My daughter was the same
Yeah,
growing up.
because
Father's
many women
favourite.
and children broke bones trying
Do
to
you
get
believe
into
there's any real
lifeboats.
danger?
Oh no, dear.
And the
I
ship's
saw
not
men
at an
locking
angle.
the
It
water
should be at an
tight doors
angle
as I
for a
left my
start.
cabin. I'm sure we will be back on board soon.
Yeah, no, it's upright.
Hey,
Yeah.
how do we get to the
Oh, yeah.
lifeboats? Hey, how do we get to the lifeboats?
Oh dear.
Do the steerage have their own boats?
I don't know. There should be boats in the third-class decks, but I haven't seen any.
Surely there must be extra boats kept elsewhere. Otherwise, how can all the passengers leave the ship?
How's your ankle, Helen? We took quite a tumble boarding the boat.
Swollen. I think it may be broken.
Oh dear. When we get back on board, Dr. Lachlan can look over it. At least this could make an interesting story for your next novel.
Yes, well, perhaps
And
this
this should
type
all
of
be
adventure
black.
novel would best suit Colonel
They got the hull
Bracy.
white, but it should be black.
Oh, I do hope Father is safe. Surely he'd be safer on board the Titanic than here in this boat. Yes, well, this is not quite the ending to our adventure that I was expecting. Do you remember Father's face when we arrived?
Steady forward and lower away astern.
Yeah.
Forward. Lower together, men.
Hold off! I can't manage this boat with only one seaman.
Are there any sailors aboard? Present yourself.
That's quite true what we just said
This
there.
boat needs another hand. I am a yachtsman, sir. I can row. If you're seaman enough to get onto that boat, you can go.
It's a sense of scale.
Swing over that loose rope. Ready?
Yeah, it's
Oh my goodness.
it's quite unnerving actually, because knowing what I know, and you just get the feeling, my goodness.
There, by the oarlock. Thank you. Ready?
All right.
Lower together.
It's so dreadfully cold tonight.
Almost there, Mother.
How long must we sit in these boats?
Till morning. Be glad you're in here and not up
You see,
there.
that's black.
I was an unpleasant man.
Mass was lovely
Yeah.
this morning.
It's like the hole's white, which is not. Anyway, I'm
Yes,
just.
this is his last journey commanding a ship.
Such a beautiful ship to retire.
If they say it's, I think
There was
it.
a planned lifeboat
I think-
this morning.
Yeah.
They postponed it so the captain could attend
No,
mass
it probably
instead.
is. See how black
Perhaps
that
that
is.
explains why the sailors on the deck seemed almost unprepared when lowering this lifeboat.
And why our lifeboat has only 3 sailors.
Yes, this whole affair has been managed rather badly. I shall be making a complaint when we come aboard Titanic.
Help! I'm trapped! Help!
Yeah, the angle's all wrong.
Mommy, I'm scared.
Shh, it'll be fine.
Get ready to release the ropes.
Aye, aye, sir.
No, I'm not. I'm just.
There's water coming in.
Get that plug in. The boat will founder.
I have it.
You there. Stand on that plug. Make sure it doesn't come out.
Well, I never...
Man the oars. We need to leave this ship. Her suction will pull us under.
Yeah.
Pull! Hurry, damn you!
Where are we heading? Towards the lights on the horizon, just off the port bow.
An actual fight.
Pull! Put your backs into it!
The light reflection of water's good.
No! The men will row.
I can steer the rudder, so you can row.
No, you will not. Sit down.
Look, child.
Oh,
Look at
that'd be
here.
good.
He's friendly. You won't bite. Would you like to hold him? He's so soft. Can you look after him for me while we're on this boat?
Yes, Mum.
I should have stayed on deck with Krieg.
No, it was good of you to
Technical
join us
error.
on the boat.
Quig wouldn't have allowed you to stay.
The dog, the
I'm
one
sure
dog
we
that
will
was
be back on
survived in the
deck
lifeboats was the dog belonging to
mind that
American
sailor.
lady first class.
And what if there is real danger?
There can't be. The captain said so himself.
Nope.
This is just a precaution.
This is lifeboat, I think it's 63.
This fog.
No, there was only 16 total.
No moonlight.
Off the fix, there was 4
It's
extra
hard to see
lifeboats.
anything tonight.
I doubt the other ship will even
Is it
see
lifeboat
us
6,
approach.
is it? Alright.
Ma'am, can you hold this, please?
I'm just trying to get my bearings where the front of the ship is. That's the front there, isn't it? Right,
It
well
looks like some
that's
boats
so
don't have
wrong.
the lanterns lit.
And all the stars. The sky is beautiful.
The whole ship should be at that angle
Look
now.
at them all around. Are there any supplies in this boat?
There's nothing. No water, no bread, no compass.
Any blankets?
I don't see any.
There are a few here.
Yes, some here too.
There's certain aspects of this is very good.
Officer, look.
Sorry. So sorry. I can't swim.
Coward. Get over there and start rowing.
I can't. I broke
The
my
ship
arm.
angle's all
That's
wrong.
why I can't swim.
The moon in the sky, there's no moon. What was the other thing? All the railings that they had to climb over to get into
Down
lifeboats are not
You're
there.
lucky I haven't
You could just
thrown
walk
you
out and fall in.
overboard.
Yeah.
Here you are.
I think you're right, Dan. It's maybe just.
Here you are, madame.
Thank
Yes.
you, Bert.
Thank you. It must be
Yeah.
cold, freezing.
Yes, no, you're right. Yeah, it will be.
Thanks.
2,
Best
3.
we keep that baby warm.
Thank you.
Are you warm enough, Emily?
Yes, Mum.
Such
Yes.
a precious child.
They are always so beautiful at that age.
Yeah.
Do you have children yourself?
Yes, my daughter is at our home in New
Yeah, so they're getting that right
I wonder if
later
the others
rather
made
than
it
they
to
should
the
have at the
boats.
time.
I hope they did. The
The
boats
lifeboats
must be
are all
all in
lowered
the
at an
water
angle.
by now.
Do you have family on board?
No. Our colleagues in the a la carte restaurant.
We were allowed to go up to the boats, but the men are being held in the second-class dining hall.
Oh, that's dreadful. Why aren't they allowed up to the boats?
They have to wait until all the passengers have left the ship.
But I did see Mr. Morget on deck, and the head chef.
They've even got a piece
So
of
they might
ice
have been
over
a
there.
little early.
Oh, I hope so. The ship is listing quite badly now.
Yeah. See, it's doing it too quickly now.
The lights
for
don't
the
seem to be getting
effect.
closer. Perhaps
Well,
they're
no, just
reflections
that was up.
underwater. No, they're definitely lights from another ship.
No,
with a signal in
2
the area.
hours.
They look like stars to me.
Keep rowing
Past
towards
12.
the lights. Captain's orders.
You should assist us rowing. Allow one of the women to steer the boat.
Well, the
It's a
first
perfectly
lifeboat was
calm
lowered
light.
at 12:30,
You row,
and it
sir.
was
I will remain in command of this
2:20 when
boat.
the ship sank.
The women should be allowed to row.
No!
Rowing will keep us
Yeah, but they
warm
didn't go
and
at
we'll
that
reach
speed
that
now.
ship
So it's
in
going
half
too quickly
time.
now.
I agree. The movement
Far too
will
quickly.
rise.
I am in charge of this boat. The women are not to row.
That's
my.
great.
Look at the angle of our ship.
But it's unsinkable. Surely?
Yeah.
She'll sink.
But the watertight doors should keep her afloat.
We only glanced the iceberg. Surely she isn't that damaged?
She'll founder. It's just a matter of time.
Not enough stars in the
Those might be
sky,
lifeboats.
but that's just nitpicking. Well, yeah, and I mean, obviously, I'm just nitpicking with the dog and stuff like that, but you wouldn't be able to see their faces in the lifeboat and what they were wearing. It would be total darkness. Yeah, you would have to. Yeah. Oh yeah. 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 And that's happening too. Yeah. The lights have got out there, but all the lights went out at the one time. The funnel fell in before the end.
No, the captain's orders were clear. We head towards that ship on the horizon.
Yeah.
There go the boilers.
There's nothing we can do.
We must go back to the ship.
No! It's too late.
No, I'm just watching what they do. This all happened too quickly though.
Keep pulling. We must get to safety.
No. The thing was all accelerated, so
Yes, Daddy. Deliver us from evil.
oh, we got that right.
We must go back.
No, if we go back, they will swamp the boat.
People
What
are
we got
dying.
here then?
Can you not hear them?
It's our lives now, not theirs.
You cannot leave them. Please go back.
There's nothing there but a lot of stiffs.
People are still alive.
We aren't going back. That's final.
I hope you will be able to live with yourself after this.
What about Daddy?
This is quite sad.
Incorrect.
Incorrect.
Yeah, it was 1,500 plus. But anyway, I'm just nitpicking now. That's correct. Yeah. Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's Lifeboat 6. Yeah.
Why do they concentrate on Lifeboat 6?
It's one of.
What happened to the other 1,204 whatever?
Sorry?
Well, they survived.
Do you want to see the underwater one, or are you done?
Yeah, if you don't mind. Yeah, I actually found that quite good. The trouble is, somebody like myself will pull point forks all over the place. I mean, none of the it's the thing I point out to people in the museum that you look at the picture of Titanic lifeboats, you think lifeboats just come out of that. They didn't. The panic was, hold on a minute, the ship's at that angle. So lifeboats are not going down like that. They're going to go down like that. And the big thing I point out is the pendulum motion. Why did the lifeboat with the board half empty? There's reasons for it. Good reasons. Which I go into because obviously So, I point this out to people. But that whole aspect, the ship was like that, right? The ship was like that when the first lifeboats were down. And then it was about 1.5 hours at that angle, lowering lifeboats and angles. But it's alright. The trouble is,
I reckon it's just the photo.
I reckon that's a photo.
And it puts...
yeah, sorry Dan, thank you.
Oh,
that's brilliant. Yep, that's good. Where am I? Oh yeah. Okay. You have to remember, on a freezing cold night, most people didn't want to get into lifeboats anyway, because they had this thing that they believed it was practically unsinkable, the ship as well. So there was a reluctance to get in.
And that's what some of the passengers were saying there. Oh, when we go back, I'm going to have a word with the captain about this.
That's right. It was unreal for a lot of people. I'm going to give him what for?
See when they let us back up.
Yeah.
That's like that World War One. Did you watch the Peter Jackson World War
Oh, it was amazing. Amazing.
All the people just signing up because they've never seen war before.
No.
Whereas we've watched films and documentaries. There's no way I'd sign up.
No.
They thought, oh, it's cool. I'm off
It's
the
all going to
forest,
be
have a
face to face.
Yeah.
All the friends are going, so we're going.
Cowboys and Indians.
Welcome to the Titanic VR guided tour. We are currently 3.8 kilometres below the surface of the North Atlantic and 100 metres east of the bow. This submersible is on autopilot. However, you can adjust your spotlight using the far left lever.
See, this is what this.
Please keep your arms and legs
This is
inside
amazing.
the vehicle at all times. I'll provide you with information about locations as we pass them.
I mean,
so
Stephen
please sit back,
showed me that
relax,
Star Wars
and
one. I mean,
enjoy
it's just
the ride.
outrageously amazing.
The RMS Titanic was the second White Star Line Olympic-class ocean liner, the first being RMS Olympic and the third being HMHS Britannic. She was 269 metres long, 28 metres wide and 72 metres tall from the bottom of her keel to the top of her masts. At 46,328 tonnes, she was the largest ship built at the time, being only slightly bigger than Olympic. She would be servicing the transatlantic route, a journey from Southampton, England to New York, USA. She stopped at Cherbourg, France and Queenstown, Ireland. After departing Queenstown on the afternoon of Thursday, the 11th of April, RMS Titanic began her 5,360-kilometre journey to New York City. She was due to arrive in the early hours of Wednesday, the 17th of April, but with calm ocean conditions and good weather, it was possible she could arrive early on Tuesday evening instead.
That's very good. gosh.
The night of the 14th of April was moonless, and a light
nest.
fog was developing on the horizon. Titanic's captain, Edward Smith, had received a number of ice warnings during the day and had changed their course so they were further south to avoid the affected areas. The captain retired to bed, and First Officer William Murdoch took charge of the bridge as officer of the watch. Titanic steamed ahead until 11:40 p.m, when the lookouts Frederick Fleet and Reginald Lee spotted an iceberg directly ahead. Fleet rang the warning bell 3 times to indicate an obstacle ahead and phoned the bridge. Murdoch gave the order, hard a starboard, and the ship turned to port, but it was too late.
Lookouts were.
Titanic struck the iceberg on her starboard side. The impact buckled hull plates and sheared rivets, revealing her first 6 compartments to the ocean. As the iceberg slid down the side of the ship, Murdoch ordered a harder port, swinging the Titanic's stern out of the path of the iceberg.
This looks stupid.
He also closed the watertight doors,
isolating
isolating the flooding to those damaged compartments.
Amazing.
The forward 3 hatches, along with the peak tank and boiler rooms 5 and 6, were breached. After the collision, RMS Titanic stopped and almost immediately took a starboard list. The captain organised a group to inspect the damage and ordered the carpenter John Maxwell to sound the ship. Chief designer Thomas Andrews knew the volume of each breached compartment and calculated that the initial flooding rate was around 15,000 tonnes within the first 40 minutes. With this information, he estimated Titanic would sink within 90 minutes. He then informed the captain,
problem with that museum is the staff keep telling me it's run by the council, and they just don't have the money down.
All 3 seamen were sent up to the boat deck to begin pulling the covers off the lifeboats and to collect lanterns, blankets, food and water for the passengers.
They have to wait weeks and weeks before somebody comes to repair it.
And told
They've
to
got a
get on their
contract with a
lifebelts
company in
and head up to the
Manchester.
boat deck.
Oh, jeez, ridiculous. But this is very good. But you're right, though. You're absolutely right. I mean, this is what it must be
Titanic
like.
carried just 20 lifeboats,
To be in the
4
deep sea
more than
rover.
required by the regulations outlined by the British Board of Trade.
Oh, this
There
is
were
the bridge.
14 regular wooden lifeboats,
That's where the
2
steering wheel would
smaller
be.
cutters and 4 Engelhart collapsible boats. The total capacity of these lifeboats was only 1,178
Yes.
people, far less
That's
than
right.
the total on board.
Yep.
This fact must have weighed heavily on the captain's mind, as he specified the boats to be filled with women and children first.
Yes, that's right.
Just over an hour after the collision, the first lifeboat left the sinking ship.
Yeah,
To
it's not
convince
just getting
women to
down,
leave,
it's getting the
officers
teams
tried
out and
assuring
getting
them
out
it was only
there.
a precaution,
The fuel
that
that's
they would be
used in
back on board
boats
by
and stuff.
daylight. First Officer Murdoch
And
filled
this'll all be
starboard
gone in a
side,
few years,
while
of course,
Second
it's all
Officer
rotting away.
Charles Lightoller filled port. The officers interpreted the captain's women and children first order differently, with Murdoch putting men into the boats after all the women and children near the boat had entered. Lightoller, on the other hand, only allowed women and children to enter the boats and refused all men and boys over 14 years old.
That's correct.
By 1:45
Yeah.
a.m, Titanic was down by about 5 degrees to the head, with the forecastle almost underwater. Panic began to rise through the passengers still on deck as they watched boat after boat launch. A few male passengers were physically removed from stern portside lifeboats 14 and 16, and 5th Officer Harold Lowe warned other men not to approach by firing his pistol into the water below. The situation at the starboard bow was similar, with a group of men storming collapsible sea. Murdoch fired his pistol twice to warn them to move back from the lifeboat, and they were dragged out by other male passengers. A large group of third-class women and children took their place, along with a few seamen and the owner of White Star Line, Joseph Bruce Ismay. In the radio room, Titanic's Marconi operators were desperately communicating with nearby stations and ships. Throughout the night, senior operator Jack Phillips worked the 5-kilowatt Marconi wireless radio set to send out distress signals using both the old CQD and
so
new
good.
SOS
Yeah, you're
call
right.
codes. He alerted
This is
nearby
set up
ships
and
to their
the,
position
it's
and
just
status,
amazing.
and received updates of ship locations and estimated arrival times.
Yes.
Junior operator Harold Bride took these updates to Captain Smith
That's right.
and passed the captain's responses back to Phillips for transmission.
Exactly. Yeah.
RMS Carpathia radio operator Harold Cotton was off duty and about to go to bed when he decided to listen in to the nightly news from Cape Cod.
Oh yeah,
Operators
see, you
there
can do
mentioned
that,
they
yeah.
had ice warnings for Titanic, and Cotton decided to pass on the message.
Hello.
He was surprised when Phillips responded to his call with a CQD and gave Titanic's location.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Cotton
wow.
immediately took the message to Carpathia's captain, Arthur Rostron, who ordered all hands on deck and told Cotton to let Titanic know they were on their way.
His bath. Famously, his bath was still there. That's the old joke, isn't it?
As the water reached the boat
People
deck,
tell
the
you,
operators left their
I've heard this so many times,
with Bright
I
heading
try and not
towards the
laugh.
port bow and Phillips to the starboard
The joke
stern.
about the captain's bath.
Murdoch and Sixth
It still
Officer
had
James
water in it
Moody
when it
were
sank.
standing on the starboard
Oh,
side,
he's just
loading
getting
collapsible
lost.
A into the davits. Light Honor was on the officers' quarters rooftop, removing collapsible B, when the bridge suddenly ducked under the surface. Waves washed over the decks, carrying people and the collapsible lifeboats into the ocean. The forward funnel collapsed
very
at
good,
its
Dan.
base,
I just,
with the
when
resulting
Stephen
wave
showed me
crushing
the Star Wars
starboard
one
bridge wing and
the
those swimming
fighter
in the water
getting in the fight,
nearby.
I mean, I was just blown away.
The stern rose out of the water,
Looking
peaking
down,
at an
and
angle of around
all the
15
controls
degrees.
are just amazing.
This placed stress on Titanic's keel, which buckled and twisted, tearing the ship in half and sending the waterlogged bow plummeting to the ocean floor.
Yeah.
The tear wasn't clean, with decks failing to hold on in varying positions.
Yes.
The stern, rapidly filling with water,
shoot up and
bobbed on the
beat them
surface
up
for
and
a
shoot
few
them up,
minutes
yeah.
before slipping under.
No, it's very, very
RMS
good.
Titanic was carrying an estimated 2,208 passengers and crew, with only 712 surviving the disaster. Those who survived spent the night floating in darkness until RMS Carpathia arrived around 4 a.m. Captain Rostron had pushed the Cunard liner to break her speed record, but it wasn't enough. Titanic had sunk before Carpathia arrived, and they found 20 lifeboats at Titanic's location.
It's very,
Unfortunately,
very
the
good.
exact number of victims is unknown, as there were many last-minute ticket purchases and cancellations, and that documentation was lost along with the ship. Of the 1,317 known passengers, over half were travelling third class or steerage, as it was known.
It's more probably to do with the game makers,
couldn't
isn't
access
it?
the boat deck
Or the
without entering
whoever it is
second
doing
class or
this.
crew areas, meaning many were unaware how to get to the lifeboats and escape the sinking ship. First and second class
But then there were a lot of
passengers had
Irish
no issues
people on the
making their
ship.
way to the boat deck, as staircases provided both classes direct access. Many expeditions to find and raise the wreck were proposed over the years, with the exact location of her wreck being unknown.
The
Titanic's coordinates sent
I think
out
I've
in
seen enough
distress
of this
on the
time,
night
because
of the
otherwise I'll
accident had been incorrect.
So-and-so. That's just amazing.
On the 1st of September 1985, a Canadian-French team were
There's only one major one, and that's the Queen Mary. No, thank you for that. I'll just be a boat now, because I'll sit and watch this all night. So thank you for that.